We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Tag.
They start the drive with Cook. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tannehill. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they...
Wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Drake London with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to a touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Seahawks at 7-2 here on the year. They were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You got to hope that they show a little more life in this one because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Tannehill. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And that's how you shake off the interception they threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays.
Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, I think the biggest goal of all, trying to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Brady going to throw. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action, Tannehill. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Cook up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
A positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 36, Tannehill. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here we go.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now Sam Sloman is on.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and that'll keep this a 1-point game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
This one taken in by Olave. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
it.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Go Bandit!
Throwing is Brady on third down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On fourth down, Tannehill. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision.
Tannehill intercepted again. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On 2nd and 9, Brady. Olave holds it in. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Brady's going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tom Brady in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Now it's Lockett.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And they will take over first and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Aguilar. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Giant football, first and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Ball again on second down.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll throw with Brady.
The pass caught by Olave.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Brady now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
As this complete to Woods. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Wait, set.
They'll give to Hall.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Hall.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Chris Olave from 4 yards out. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 27, Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chance.